From the official legendary Twitter feed, we're thrilled to announce the hashtag Monsterverse is expanding with an all-new original live-action series for @Apple TV Plus, featuring hashtag Godzilla and the Titans that will explore the mythic legacy of a world in which monsters are real. As reported by Deadline, in a massive deal that expands on Legendary's Monsterverse, Apple TV Plus has ordered a new live-action series featuring Godzilla and the Titans. Following the thunderous battle between Godzilla and the Titans that leveled San Francisco and the shocking new reality that monsters are real, the untitled series explores one family's journey to uncover its buried secrets and a legacy linking them to the secret organization known as Monarch. The series will be produced by Legendary Television and executive produced by co-creators Chris Black, who produced such television programs as Sliders, Desperate Housewives, Star Trek Enterprise, and Outcast. What the hell's Outcast? No idea. Matt Fraction, who has barely done anything, and Safe House Pictures, which produced that new King Arthur film, which was really weird, and that new Robin Hood film, which was really weird. So, that's the news. What can we expect? Naff all, if we're being honest. Legendary announced a television program with no date and few other details to go with it. There's so few details, in fact, that Deadline reported that a new film is being made just to fill the page. There's no details for the film as far as I can tell, beyond quotes from last year from the Godzilla vs. Kong director hinting at stuff. Back to the television show, I have my hopes and I have my fears. Let's start with the fears so we can finish on a high note. Godzilla King of the Monsters opened by telling us that Godzilla and the Titans hadn't been seen since 2014. The new television series begins after the 2014 event and will supposedly feature both parties. Given the track record of recent big IPs, I'm not exactly hopeful the Monsterverse isn't going to be retconned. There are definitely ways to get Goji and a Titan or two into a series under the radar of the world's media. But do I trust this show to do that? Let's take the MCU as an example. Loki, WandaVision, Black Widow, they have all drastically changed the characters that starred in them and didn't exactly leave the world in a better place. Star Wars is doing all sorts of weirdness with its TV shows. Rumour has it they might even be trying to erase the Disney trilogy films with them. Speaking of, the new DCEU offerings will supposedly do the same, wiping out Cavill's Superman and Affleck's Batman, cleaning the slate ready for reboots. These are trends in recent media that are hard to ignore. The question is, will Legendary follow suit and retcon the Big G into the world stage between 2014 and King of the Monsters? Will they pull a Wonder Woman 1984 and say, yeah, he was around, just all the cameras broke somehow? Given what happened with Godzilla vs. Kong, I'm not keeping my hopes up. There's also the worry of having the Russells appear in the series. If done well, you could possibly have Mark and Emma appear in some form or another. If done well. The worry is Emma Russell will pop up and all the foreshadowing will be applied to her character. Worse, they might have Mark Russell doing things with Monarch, undermining his lack of enthusiasm about working with them in King of the Monsters. And what are these new characters? King of the Monsters explored one family drama thanks to Godzilla. Now we're getting another, this time about their secrets. Given Godzilla King of the Monsters' leanings towards conspiracy theories and how that affected everything in that film, I don't like the sounds of this. They also hold the potential of OCs and Mary Sues, other traits that have been prevalent in recent media offerings. There is a lot to be worried about. All that being said, there is plenty of potential to be found in the gap between the films. In 2014, Monarch was still a relatively small government department. By 2019, it had garnered enough sway to stand face to face with the American military over the Titans. Monarch also had a new base. In fact, it had many new bases, all around the world. This expansion of Monarch is fertile soil to set a series in. We also have the discovering of new Titans as a possibility to explore. In 2014, Monarch knew about Goji, the Mutos, Kong, and everything on Skull Island. That's as much as we, the audience, knew about anyway. This series could easily explain what Monarch knew about, and follow explorations into myth and legend to find more. What about eco-terrorists? It was an inspired idea to have them be the baddies of King of the Monsters, but who's to say that was their first foray into using the Titans? A band of eco-terrorists could be the recurring baddies of the series. This could also be where we can have A, the Titans, and B, Godzilla coming into play. Terrorists attack a Monarch team as they discover a new Titan, the eco-terrorists wake the Titan up, Godzilla arrives to sort things out. This could happen in a remote part of the world where the media wouldn't see it happening, making the news declaration in King of the Monsters still hold up. Bish bash bosh. This film almost writes itself. Now we just have to hope Legendary can do the same. So that's the news and what we can make of it. Cross your fingers it'll be worth the wait. I have a video in the works and several ideas for others, so don't worry, content is on the way. Until then, stay safe, pray to your old god of choice, and I hope to see you soon.